Tensions are high in Niger after soldiers stormed the presidential palace in the capital. 3 people have been killed and President Mamadou Tanja has been detained.
Tanja drew international criticism last year when, instead of stepping down at the end of his second term, he amended the constitution to extend his rule. Military leaders have now suspended the constitution and dissolved the government.
Our Africa correspondent Rosalie E. Silva joins us now from Niamey. Rosalie, what is the situation like now?
Well, Polly, overall, the coup has had minimal impact on the everyday lives of the people of Niger. There's been very little disruption, with markets, banks and schools remaining open as usual. Now, at the weekend, thousands of people turned out at massive rallies across the country to show their support for the new military regime. And the vast majority of people I spoke to told me they welcomed the coup, as it provided some hope for change.
What has been the response to the coup from the international community?
Well, Andy, the African Union and the economic community of West African states have both condemned the overthrow of President Tanja. The day after the coup, the African Union suspended Niger's membership and called for a speedy return to constitutional order. The United Nations, the European Union, France, the United States, and South Africa have also condemned the coup. South African President Zuma said that any unconstitutional change in Africa is totally unacceptable.
And what should we expect to happen in the coming months?
Well, Polly, it's early days yet, so it's difficult to say. But the new military regime has promised free elections and a new constitution. But crucially, no mention has been made of when those elections are likely to take place. Now, the leader of the coup, Salou Djibou, said at a press conference on Friday that he was establishing the governing priorities. Now, these are likely to include measures to address the severe food shortages in the country. Now, it's important to remember that Niger has the world's second largest reserve of uranium and a large amount of oil as well. Chinese and American companies have multi-billion-dollar contracts with Niger, and some analysts think that this has played a significant role in the current crisis. Now, this is the third coup in West Africa in the last 18 months, prompting some to fear that there's going to be a relapse in democracy in the region. But at least for now, the new military regime seems to be pushing a pro-democracy line. Back to you in the studio.
Very nice.